Hi my friends, I just made a video for the 5-day challenge and I figured I would just do another one because I'm just chilling in my car. Figured I'd do like a chatty one if you want to join and chill for a little bit. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about but I feel like doing it. Let's see, I just delivered groceries for my grandma, which I do on Thursdays, which is really nice, and my aunt. And excuse me, the video I made, I showed a cookie I was excited to eat, and that's what's left of it, and it was really, really good. It's like my favorite sugar cookie ever, besides the ones my mom makes. And I have a couple of cards to mail out, and I thought I should show this book I'm reading. It's really good. I'm about almost halfway through, and I read a lot in a very short span of time, but I haven't read it in a bit. I keep wanting to read, and I just end up doing other things. So, but yeah, I've really been liking iced Americanos lately, and I just tried one from a place I haven't tried an Americano from before, and it's my second favorite in the area. So it's really cool because it's like a drive-up style. Almost like, yeah, it's like literally only a drive-through. It's like a really tiny hut thing, and there's someone that works in there, and yeah, so you just drive up in your car and order, and they give it to you, and it's so easy and awesome. So whereas other place, that's my favorite, you have to go inside, so, which is fine, but I just wanted to do a drive thing because I was heading to my grandma's house and I wanted to do something quick. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna read more of this today. And I've been getting back into journaling more lately, which is really nice. And I got some new pens as like inspiration to help me journal more. And it's funny because there's just 3 of them, and they're these really pretty colors, and I thought that they were gonna write in that color ink, and it was just black, which is still whatever, but it shocked me kind of when I wrote with it, and it wasn't a color. There's a pink one and a red one and a blue one, so fun fact. But I got these couple of journals off of Amazon. The one I really liked that I have had for a year expired in November because it was good for a year, and I started it the November before last. But it was a Yogic Path journal, and obviously I have like my own journal where I just write stuff, but I really like having a guided one as well. So I forget the name of the journal brand, but I think it's called Insight maybe. And there's one for gratitude, so I've been doing that, and then I got one called Recharge. And I've been enjoying both of them so far. They're still pretty new to me, but it's been fun getting back into that. And my intention today is gratitude, which I've talked a lot about in my videos before. And yeah, and I was just thinking, it's interesting. Sometimes I'll have an espresso later in the evening, like around 5 or later, and I feel like my mind is very busy as it is, but I think caffeine can make it more so. And I think sometimes that can impede information from coming through, like inspirational information and kind of like insights or aha moments. And yesterday I didn't have any caffeine in the afternoon. I just had it in the morning. And I just had tea last night, and I had a barley drink that is like coffee. And I just noticed last night that I had all these ideas coming in, and just all these perspectives coming in. And one time, probably last year maybe, or the year before, I don't remember, I was starting to drink juice. I was juicing a lot, like not a lot, but I juiced for a few days, I should say, something like that. And I found that in doing that, it was like, I almost felt like I was becoming more sensitive to things energetically, and like more than I already am, and I feel like more information was coming through and it almost felt like too much. So maybe not want to do that. But it kind of made me think of the same thing, and yeah. But one of kind of the things I thought about last night was focus, and how it's really easy, I think, maybe for me, to focus on things that you don't want or things that you don't like, and to instead put energy and focus into things that you do want and you do like. So if something happens in your day that you don't particularly like, not to focus on that, but to focus on like the good things, and that can kind of go into play with gratitude and things like that. So, and I was just thinking too about focus last night, and how like focus and direction, like directing how you want your life to go, how you want your day to go through focus and through the intention of how you want it to be. And yeah, I don't know, it was just like really exciting. Like a lot of things come into my awareness last night. It seems like maybe it was just my own life, but it felt like January I think January itself felt extremely transformational, and it felt like a lot of stuff happened in a short span of time that was difficult. December too, but now it feels much lighter now. But yeah, just like a lot. What felt like a lot. January felt like a lot happened. And it's interesting how that is. It makes you wonder, when things are like that, if it's, if other people are feeling that way too, which I know some people who were, but, wondering if it's happening on a global scale or. But yeah, so if I I don't know how many days, the past 4 days maybe, they felt much lighter. So it's kind of like how January felt is so things are always changing, right? Like everything's changing and nothing is really solid in life. And I can know that logically. But I think how January felt is when life shows you that things aren't really solid, and it just felt like it felt like I realized how it wasn't very solid. Sorry, but